Hello everybody, welcome back. Miner Mountain here. We are playing some Pixel Dungeon today. I'm going to show you how to get the scroll of Wipeout. Multiple times I finally figured it out. But hey, what I'm doing right here, I just wanted to show you this. Don't ever do this. You should use a potion of levitation to float across these. Those white traps spawn enemies. And if they spawn enemies on one, well, they trigger the rest of the traps and spawn a whole bunch of enemies. That's not a good way to get into one of those rooms. I'll show you this clip real quick. It's really funny. Let's get after it. I think I killed like 14 guys in a row here. Don't do it this way. Oh well, live and learn. Live and learn. Learn from my mistakes. Yeah, I killed like 14, 13 of them, and then another one comes down the hallway. Anyway, scroll of Wipeout multiple times. I've actually got a couple videos trying to figure this out. My subscribers, viewers, and commenters have helped me figure this one out too, because I was like, oh, I did it this way, and then some guy commented and said, no, you have to do it while they have the scroll, or you have the scroll of Wipeout, or, well, you have the buff of sacrifice, marked for sacrifice. So, and I made a video showing that you don't have to have that buff, just that. But we were both right. We were both 100% right. I want to apologize to him because I was kind of trying to prove him wrong, but at the same time, I was wrong as well, because if you or the enemy has the mark for sacrifice buff, and you get that by walking across the altar of sacrifice. And if you have the buff or they have the buff, and you make a kill, then that counts towards getting the scroll of Wipeout. The best way to guarantee you keep the buff is to stand on the altar of sacrifice and kill enemies around you. And then after you kill an enemy and you get the scroll, that buff stays for a few turns. I believe 5 to 7 turns after. 5 to 7, 3 to 5. I'm not sure. It doesn't stick around long. But if you have that buff and you kill enemies after that, while you have that buff, you will receive another scroll of Wipeout for each enemy you kill. So that's what I do right here. I just wanted to show you this clip here though, but that axe was worth it. I'm glad I went through all that. But anyway, here we are. I've already got a couple kills on the altar with the marked for sacrifice buff, which is that little blue thing on the upper left-hand corner there below my health. That's the marked for sacrifice buff. So, flies. Flies are a great thing to have around you. They don't do a whole lot of damage, especially if you got some decent armor. They're not going to do much damage to you at all, and they're really easy to kill, especially for an instance like this. So I just keep going after the enemies that are the stronger ones. I go for the skeleton. I go for the, what is that, a Null Shaman? I go after them. I didn't know, you never know how much it's going to take. I'd like to actually figure that out and get a video out there for you, but that is information I do not know right now. So, like I said, I keep going for the enemies that are the ones that are hurting me the most, because the flies aren't going to hurt you much. Keep chipping away at them. And I came in here pretty early because I didn't want to miss this, and I got some potions of healing, so, you know, and I really wanted to get this video out here. But yeah, either you or the enemy has to have the buff, and right now while I'm standing on it, I will have that buff. So I keep chipping away at these guys, not the flies. That's why the flies aren't reproducing like they do when you hit them. I'm trying to get the guys that are causing me the most damage right now, so I don't die on the altar. They would steal my... Okay, there it is. There's the first scroll of Wipeout. Boom. Second scroll of Wipeout. I still got the buff. I go for the enemy that's the most dead, that fly there. Third scroll of Wipeout. The buff is gone, so I can no longer get the scroll of Wipeout, but I got 3. It says I got 3 sitting right there. I pick them up. I gotta check my inventory. Boom. There it is. 3 scrolls of Wipeout. I finally recreated it. I was right. My viewers were right. We were both right, you know. And I really don't think I could have figured it out without the help of people commenting and whatnot. It's an interesting little game we have here, Pixel Dungeon, and I'm surprised it's free. I've actually been playing a lot of Pixel Dungeon 2, lately, and I am planning a live stream of Pixel Dungeon 1 shortly. I don't know, I don't have a time locked down quite when I want to do it, but I've got 4 games set up, and one of them is me in the end facing Yogg-Sothoth. So I want to get that out there soon. I'll have an announcement of what time, but I will be doing a live stream on YouTube very soon of playing Pixel Dungeon. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I threw in this clip right here of beating Tengu. This is a really good strategy that I don't think I've ever covered before. I'm not sure, but I use this pretty much every time I come in contact with Tengu. It really helps, and it's something you don't think you can use in a room like this, but you can. I've got a potion of invisibility. That's not going to help you because as soon as you shoot or fight melee, you'll become visible. You got a bomb. That's good stuff. So basically what I'm doing here is just I'm trying to get him to well, I'm exhausting my options as far as my distance attacks, range attacks. But right there, I got a potion of toxic gas. This room is just big enough for that, but you need him to be on the opposite side of the room, more or less. And the best way to get him to do that is to go up and melee attack him, and he will usually teleport away from you a lot of times to the opposite side of the room. So that's what I do here. Step in. Well, of course he didn't teleport across the room, but a few melee attacks more and he'll do it. Watch right here, right here. There we go. Okay, far enough away. I'm going to scoot back, and I'm going to throw this potion of toxic gas, and I'm going to throw it further. I'm throwing it behind him, just as far as I can, almost the opposite corner from where I'm at, maybe one tile to the left there, it looks like. And there's just enough room. Actually, the room probably could be just a skosh smaller, and if you stood in the corner, you'd be fine. But this room is definitely big enough for it. And just boomerang him, and boomerang times progresses, and the potion of toxic gas does his thing. And that's a great way to take him out. It's overlooked, I'm sure. I overlooked it for a long time before I ever started doing this, but it's a great way to take him out. But anyway, I'm so glad that I could get that Scroll of Wipeout thing figured out with the help of my viewers, commenters, subscribers. They're so smart. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for helping me figure this one out. That's all I got time for. Miner Mountain out. Peace!